What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XLM to USD, also known as Stellar Lumens. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the current coin market cap, as well as discussing this massive retracement and this massive drop within cryptocurrency, within Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I've been kind of getting stuck on as to why we're seeing this pullback happen. And I was doing some research and I came across an article. I did kind of talk about it yesterday. It was kind of rumored, but this may be confirmed. I want to know what you guys think. If you have any other, opinions, or if you agree with me, definitely make sure to leave it down below in the comments. But without further ado, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and let's jump right into today's video. So before we get into this current coin market cap, I want to talk about this article and then we'll jump into all the TA. So this is the national.ae. Not really sure if this is an American-based website. It says Bloomberg, so I don't know. But you can see Bitcoin tumbles on Trump criticism of cryptocurrencies. Largest digital currencies declines 15% since Friday, while Ethereum drops 25% and Litecoin falls 17%. So Bitcoin slumped in another large weekend move after U.S. President Donald Trump criticism of cryptocurrencies late last week put the focus back on the year's jumps in prices. The largest crypto tumbled 15% in the day, now trading at $10,000 or a little bit less actually. No, around that same price. And after briefly falling to a low of 9,980. So Bitcoin initially climbed 6.8% on Friday after Mr. Trump's comment, but has since more than erased the gains. Mr. Trump wrote on Twitter Thursday that he is not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies which are not money and whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air, adding that unregulated crypto assets can facilitate unlawful behavior, including drug trade and other illegal activity. He also criticized, which I did kind of mention, Facebook's plan for the Libra digital currency. Bitcoin continues to trade lower as comments from Mr. Trump put downward pressure on the cryptocurrency, said Alfonso, senior market analyst at Awando in Toronto. Drawing Mr. Trump's ire does mean it could fall further to $8,000, giving back all the gains made in June. So as we know, Litecoin, crypto, Bitcoin is hugely affected by market, market indifference. It really depends on what people are saying. It has a lot to do with drama, and drama does pretty much lead the way with all of practically everything. Rumors, drama, conspiracies, big influences. This is definitely one of them. So Trump was bashing Litecoin and cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and talking very negatively. Even with the Libra coin by Facebook, he even had some negative feelings and opinions based on that market too. And even though Facebook Libra coin is different than crypto, he did kind of favor Libra coin over Libra over regular Bitcoin and things like that, because it's more of a regulated token. But regardless, Trump bashed crypto and it kind of started an outrage. I saw tons of comments all over Twitter of people being very anti his opinion. People who are pro Litecoin, pro crypto had very interesting views and opinions when looking at this token, when looking at Trump's tweet. They were very anti what he said, and they didn't really appreciate that. So this is going to go on and continue. Do you think this major market retracement was solely based on the fact that Trump bashed cryptocurrency? I mean, he does have tons of influence being the president. He does have a major swing. Now, does that cause people to sell off? It definitely could. But do you think this is the sole reason why we're seeing this major retracement? Because if that's true, then that does answer a lot of questions in regards to why we broke out of our patterns prior to seeing any sort of move. And I'll discuss that in a little more time. Now, I do want to show you guys the current coin market cap. You can see that the market cap is 277 billion with a 24-hour volume of 80.4 billion and a Bitcoin dominance of 65.7%. Now, it's clearly obvious that volume is up, indicating that money is either coming or going. Obviously, it's leaving. We're at 277 billion, which we've seen it over 350 before, so quite a bit of a drop all in all. And now you can see that out of the top 10 cryptos, it's another day. I think this is the third day of retracement of major pullbacks to the downside. Litecoin taking kind of a small drop, 5.98, while XRP is down 1.7. But, a lot of these coins are down double digits all in all. Even Stellar Lumens is taking a semi-small hit, 4.76, trading at 0.08 cents. But for the most part, markets are just getting hit. When Bitcoin moves, it swings the market. That's exactly what we're seeing. to move on to the cryptos right now, Litecoin is obviously retracing at quite a major drop, even lower than we had anticipated. Now we are officially at the oversold line, which could indicate the bottom right here. You can see that we're also neck and neck with a bottom support. Very beautiful right here, but you can see that we're officially bottomed out. I was anticipating obviously the high low no moving average to hold us up, and it did for I think like 3 days before we fell lower, which is unfortunate, but that is kind of how the market swings. Now we were anticipating an ascending triangle, which could still be a possibility, but you can see we did break out of that. Now who knows, maybe it's because we're at the end of the down or the uptrend and now we're falling below it. We broke bearish of the ascending triangle. Or this news really was the reason why we're seeing the bearish move, the bearish pullback. Who knows what Trump's up to? Who knows why he said that? Something must have came up in his office or whatever, where Bitcoin and cryptocurrency had some sort of conversation with him, and he decided to push it down. Now, who knows what he could have done? He knew, there's a good chance he knew he could have swung the market lower. Maybe he's working with companies that want to buy cryptocurrency, and he knew that if he put a negative, bearish, tweet out there, it would sink the market a little bit lower, and allowing his companies or whatnot to be, buying up some. That's definitely an option, a possibility. Let me know what you think about that. But yeah, we're seeing this major pullback. I do think now it's the bottom. I know I said that yesterday, and I don't want to, double cross myself. But we were anticipating the high-low MMA to hold up some support. We can clearly see it here. We're falling lower. We're officially oversold. When we were up here, we were not yet oversold. Now we are officially oversold, bouncing off that line, hopefully. And hopefully this blows over and we can start to see a retracement back to the upside. We do know that the halving is coming up right around the corner, so hopefully that will influence the market as well. Bitcoin, we're on Bitcoin now, it took a dump, out of its ascending triangle. It did break bearish. You can see we were anticipating it to trade up a little bit more into here, so something along the lines of that, which didn't unfortunately happen. We did break bearish from that. It looks like we're going to head to the high-low MMA. Trading at 50 on the RSI, it's a good chance we could stay here. There's no reason to continue lower, but we do have that possibility of movement all the way down to $8,400, $8,500. So this pullback is definitely a possibility. We do have to keep a close eye on that. Now, I do want to discuss Aetherium, which is tanking, and then we'll wrap things up with Stellar Lumens. So Aetherium is pulling back down to levels we haven't seen in quite a long time. Last time we saw this was back in May. We've seen June, and now we're in July. We do have a couple of interesting things happening right now. So we did retest bottom support right here at $200. Bounced beautifully right up off that. It did not want anything to do with that. We are nearing oversold, not yet oversold, but we're hanging out back at our high-low middle moving average. So we'll see if we can hold up to here, hopefully get back above there, maybe close today's candle above there, and then we can start to head back up. But majority of the market besides Bitcoin is looking to be semi-negative. It's looking like the markets are down, semi-positive in regards to the fact that the bottom looks like it's in. We fell quite a bit, up from our 370 down to 199. Pretty major drop, if you ask me. $170 left Aetherium, and it looks like this could be the bottom. Now, do you really think that Trump's influence had an effect on the markets? Do you think he has that much control over something like this? That's the question I really want you guys to answer for me. Let me know what your opinions are. I do read a lot of the comments. Now, lastly, to check out Stellar Lumens, which is also hitting bottom. It's also oversold, testing out bottom support right here. You'll notice it is in some sort of descending triangle. We've had resistance here, and now we're currently at channeling above that. We're using this as a support to head lower, which is odd. We do have a bottom support down here at 0.07 cents. You can see right here where we reversed. So there's a good possibility we could do the same thing. We could travel down a little bit lower and then swing back up, retest the high-low MMA, and consolidate higher. But otherwise, guys, that's going to sum up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and yeah, definitely make sure to check out my Patreon. Check out the links in the description. The summer's wrapping up. I think I have exactly 1 month left, 4 weeks, just 4 weeks. I'm going to be revamping Patreon, making it a lot more engaging. That's the goal towards the end of the summer into my school year. This way, I do have a ton more time to be focusing on growing this channel so much bigger than I have been. I have to make money. I have to work, and it kind of takes away from this ever so slightly. But it's just temporary. I'm only 21, so I'm just trying to figure everything out. But for the most part, we're doing good things. We're building things. We're making it work. I'm partnering with companies. We're making things grow. We're making things happen. So just stick along from this bumpy ride. We're gonna get there at the end of the day. And yeah, big things to come. Big things to come for people on Patreon. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be happy that you got involved. And otherwise, Patreon is that way to get exclusive content, exclusive access, exclusive live updating charts. So definitely check that out. It does help support me, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.